I'm doing my presentation on culture appropriation versus culture appreciation. Defining the two. The importance of understanding the difference. Understanding the difference between culture appropriation and appreciation is important because it affects how entire communities are seen and respected. Culture appropriation often exploits or misrepresents traditions, while true appreciation involves respect and genuine connection. By recognizing this difference, we can help create a more inclusive and respectful society. The topics of discussion for this presentation will be the origin of cultural appropriation with some examples, the impacts that cultural appropriation has had on marginalized cultures, the evolution of cultural appreciation with some examples, and the positive impacts of appreciation, power dynamics, who benefits and who is harmed, pop culture and social media impacts, how to appreciate and not appropriate, and recap and some discussion questions. Origins of cultural appropriation. The term cultural appropriation gained traction in the 1980s, initially emerging in academic discussions to address topics like colonialism and the dynamics between majority and minority groups. Over time, it transitioned from scholarly use into mainstream popular culture. An example of early cultural appropriation would be something like a member of a majority group profiting financially or socially from the culture of a minority group. Another example that actually happened in 1990, Madonna's Vogue music video featured voguing, a dance from the gay drag ball scene. While she included drag performers, Madonna profited from the dance's popularity, going double platinum, while its original creators did not, leading to accusations of cultural appropriation. And the impact on marginalized cultures. Cultural appropriation hurts marginalized cultures by turning their important traditions into popular trends. It takes away the real meaning behind those traditions, while the dominant culture benefits without truly understanding or respecting them. The evolution of culture appreciation. Culture appreciation has changed over time as more people realize the importance of understanding and respecting different cultures. It focuses on celebrating differences instead of just taking aspects of other cultures for personal use. An example of genuine culture exchange would be cultural festivals like food or music events. Positive impacts of appreciation. Cultural appreciation builds respect and understanding between communities. It can help reduce stereotypes, encourage conversations, and create stronger relationships, leading to a society where everyone feels valued and included. Power dynamics and cultural appropriation. Author Maisha Johnson's definition of cultural appropriation is a particular power dynamic in which members of a dominant culture take elements from a culture of people who have been systematically oppressed by that dominant group. Cultural appropriation happens when the dominant culture takes from marginalized cultures without permission, basically benefiting while harming those communities. Characteristics of cultural appreciation. Cultural appreciation is about respect and understanding. It involves building genuine connections and sharing cultures in a way that both sides recognize and celebrate each other's contributions, creating a more fair relationship. Fashion and pop culture. An example of appropriation within fashion. African fashion has inspired well-known designers like Jean-Paul Gaultier, Donna Karan, and Dolce & Gabbana. While these designers gained global recognition for their collections influenced by African styles, the original African designers did not receive the same level of attention or recognition. Appropriation within music. Some artists take musical styles from marginalized cultures like hip-hop or reggae without giving credit to the original artists. This often means that white musicians benefit while the true creators are overlooked. Appropriation within film. Often white actors are cast in roles meant for characters from specific cultural backgrounds. This can erase the chance for those communities to be represented accurately, like, for example, in the picture I have up here. Appropriation with art. Non-Indigenous artists sometimes use Indigenous symbols or styles in their work without permission or understanding. This can misrepresent those cultures and turn their important symbols into commercial products. Now, on the other side, an example of appreciation within fashion, designers can collaborate with artisans from different cultures to celebrate traditional styles, giving credit and support to the original creators. Appreciation with music, artists can honor cultural origins by working with traditional musicians, showcasing their music and raising awareness about their culture. And appreciation with film and television, films can accurately represent cultures by hiring diverse casts and crew and consulting cultural experts for authentic storytelling. Social media impacts. Aditi Mayer, a photographer and journalist who explores ties between artistic expression and social action, says, social media has elevated cultural appropriation as an issue both in positive and negative ways. While users are highlighting culture by sharing photos and thoughts about art, fashion, food, and music, they also are subject to scrutiny if they appropriate items or traditions from other cultures. Social media can spread wrong information and simplify complex topics. Important discussions about culture can get lost in quick posts, leading to misunderstandings about appropriation and appreciation. On the other side, social media can also help raise awareness about cultural appropriation by giving a platform to marginalized voices. It allows people to share their experience and speak out against those who misuse their cultures, leading to public backlash when appropriation happens. Ways to appreciate without appropriating. First, examine your own culture and beliefs. Knowing your own culture is one of the best ways to understand and appreciate other cultures. Recognize and embrace cultural differences. Allow these differences to spark healthy dialogue. Refrain from using sacred artifacts or symbols from another culture as an accessory. Ask yourself why. Ensure your intentions are sincere and genuine. And most importantly, be an ally. Engage in important conversations and help others learn about cultural appropriation. Recap. The importance of understanding the difference between appropriation and appreciation. Appropriation exploits marginalized cultures, and appreciation involves genuine intentions, respect, and the willingness to learn. Social media can be used as a tool to raise awareness. And again, most importantly, be an ally.